यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ओम प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. Let us begin Bhagavad Gita, verse number 9 of 7th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Punyo Gandhav Prithivyancha Tejaschasmi Vibhavasau Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu Tapaschasmi Tapasvishu. Bhagavan continues, the glory of Ishvara Swarupam is revealed in these verses. We saw in the last session, the God is nothing but the cause of all Vedas. In the same way here, every element, it has got its own tanmatra. Tanmatra means the real nature, that which makes water into water, that which makes earth into earth, that originality. The space has got one tanmatra, that is known as sound. And Vayu has got his own tanmatra, sparsha, means touching sense, but it also includes the tanmatra of the space. It means what? Two characteristics, two gunas belong to the air, Vayu, touching sense and sound. The fire has got three, and the specified tanmatra of the fire is heating principle. And also it includes what? Sound and touching sense, sparsha, sabda, sparsha, and it has got this rupa. So rupa also kept with fire alone. When there is a light, then alone you can see something. And heat principle also belongs to fire. Okay, the heat is the nature of the fire. Then the fourth one is water. So water contains the four natures. Water has got rasaha, but water is main in our physical system, isn't it? The moisture. And one kid asked me, Swamiji, why do we love the place where water exists? It's a very valuable question. And why do we also love by seeing the greeneries? If your house is situated in the garden, you will have a pleasant health, pleasant psychological health, and you will also have a kind of healthy transaction with the people. Is there any connection? Why do we love the water? Because our physical system is 70% contains waterly aspect. Therefore, by the natural itself, naturally we love to be endowed with moistural conditions. But if it is too much moisture, then you will become sick. In the same way, when we go into a garden in the forest, when you get a kind of greenery around you, your eyes, your brain, everything become calm and it settles in the calmness. Do you know what the science behind it? These are all greeneries, they symbolize vitamins, minerals and nourishments. All nutritions are available, therefore automatically you are pulled. But if you don't have a healthy system, you are pulled, attracted towards this all colored food. This colored food means what? Unhealthy fast foods. I call it fast food because fast is not the proper usage. Fast food. because it collapses our digestive system. We have to have taste in our buds. This all colored food collapse our system. Therefore, we have to be careful with that. But here, every element has got its tanmatra. That tanmatra is nothing but me. That tanmatra, when that kid asked these questions, I could think that even a small kid can also think. So, what is going on in our understanding? Why are we attracted towards the water? Because so our earth itself 70% water and body itself containing 70% of water. And not only that, this idea, so which we see in a kid, that is developed as the inquiry in all the aspects of the life. Now the perception which we are talking about, this seeing world as Ishvara, it is not a faking and making it. Some people say, when you see the God will be generated. I myself said long back, do you remember? But that is in the preliminary stage. It's a primary stage, so in which you are cultivating yourself to fix yourself with the realization, the process of the realization of the God. You need not to see world as the God, because world is already God. It is not dependent on your perception. That's what I'm keep on telling you should keep in your mind. Now when he says the earth has got fragrance, that fragrance is me. Now you cannot separate the earth and the fragrance. The fragrance is the nature, it's a tanmatra. Now because this creation, what we call it world is endowed with fragrance, not with the bad smell. Bad smell only comes because we pollute the environment. If you keep environment healthy, means what? We should not pollute them. Even this body has got natural cycling. In the same way, the nature also has got its own cycling. We should not pollute by inventing so many non-perishable things. Easily, the polythenes are not perishable. We can even apply all the quality of the Brahman or Maya to the polythene. We invented the polythene, but it is not decaying. It takes long term. It can spoil the nature, the phenomenon and cycling of the earth system. He says, Gandhavati Prithvi, that Tattva. Tattva Bodha says, Gandhavati Prithvi. The Prithvi has got smell, no other elements. You may ask, so what about water? So we get this tap water, sometimes the fragrance, it feels it's like a cremation ground. No, the water has got Prithvi content. Prithvi is polluted, therefore that smell is coming in that way. That a fall is because of the fault of the human being. Any disease he is affected by, doesn't matter. If you bury him, the disease is demolished. Body is digested by the Prithvi, and smell also won't come up. Because Prithvi, the place of this smell, therefore what? The Prithvi can suck, it can swallow. If you dump anything, the smell won't come out. That's what Prithvi's nature. That the nature which is the fragrance of Prithvi, that's me. Punya Gandha means because the nature is endowed with a healthy environment. That's what Bhagavan means. Tejas chasmi vibhavasau. Vibhavasau means fire. I am the heat principle in the fire. You remove the heat principle. In fact, that heat principle alone, it penetrates in so many aspects. If you heat the water, the fire penetrates into the water as the heat principles, and it withdraws the water. It means it sucks the water and sends to Vayu. Keep boiling the water, it evaporates. And where all water content goes, it goes and it merges with the air. Therefore, he says, heat principle is the main content, means the cause of the fire. That cause of the fire is nothing but me. It means what? Fire is also nothing but me. And fire also, it burns everything. If a body is burnt, if you go to crematorium, whatever the smell, after burning, only ash will remain. Because that Prithvi, it withdraws that smell, then this all form is withdrawn from the fire, because the fire can make you formless. The Rupa belongs to the fire. Fire can deform you. Therefore, Tejaha Ahamasmi. I am the heat principle in the heat. And body has the fire content. If you go to Tapovan, once I went to Tapovan, my God, you can feel everything around is in the minus degree. Your body should have the heatness. That heat principle, you can experience it. All the yogis, they can increase the heat principles, expanding or increasing the heat, so they could sustain in the cold places. They were not using the sweater, inners, and no, nothing. We were looking like a Neil Armstrong with all the material, when we go to beyond Kedar Badri. But they remain. They know how to increase them, how to get control over that principle, the 5 elemental aspects of the individual system. Then next line, Bhagavan says, Jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschashmi tapasvishu. Sarva bhuteshu jivanam ahamasmi. I am the very life principle of all the beings. Very life principle means what? Here he talks about the energy which is also known as prana. If somebody passes away, we say the pranan has gone. That pranan, it means what? It's a vayu. So pranan chala gaya. Pranan poindi. Pranan poiduthu. This pranan alone, the life. That pranan is me. And everybody has got his own level of prana. And you will be amazed. An elephant, it has got its own pranic powers. But lion has got its own potential power. This energy, the way with the big, huge, gigantic figure, the elephant has got its own tremendous power. You could see this Dhritarashtra said to be hundreds of elephant power which he had. We calculate, this horsepower. Horsepower, 10 HP means what? It's a 10 horsepower. That power is nothing but me. If a person could sing well, if a person could run well, if a person could throw well, all these sportsmen, prana-oriented lifestyle people. Jivanam sarva bhuteshu. The life is expanded by this prana. That prana is nothing but me means what? He has got the hold of our prana. He can stop whenever he wants to stop. Every breath is counted. We don't know which is the last breath which goes out and comes back. But we don't worry, because we are very confident people, as though we are living for 300 years. And some of them also planning for more than 100 years. Doesn't matter. But you have to achieve through the human body. A flower which comes up, means which is manifested in the forest, it reaches its completeness, no obstructions. If enough air and water and the sunlight is available, the sapling becomes a complete tree or complete plant for fruit or flower. So it will get a completeness. But only the human being. You provide all kinds of vitamins, minerals, and even the educations. Something in between goes wrong. They themselves create health because the human minding has got positive energy and negative aspects too. Therefore, he says, I am the prana. I am the prana means the life source in all the being. Okay. Then tapaschasmi tapasvishu. The tapasvi means ascetic people, saintly people. They are endowed with what? Their lifestyle is something different. They don't give priority to their likes and dislikes. They live a life with the attitude, with a concept or a principle, willful self-denial actions. Long back I explained tapas means what? Willful self-denial actions or will or a kind of lifestyle. They live in the Himalayas where you cannot, it's like too cold. You cannot be there for long. Even in Rishikesh in January, December, November, December, January, my God, you should have heater in a room. You should, have more layers of sweaters and all these caps and all with the gloves and with socks. But they don't wear anything. Means what? They select a lifestyle which is not giving priority for the comforts. They keep these all comforts out. They select a path, so which seems to be very discomfort for others, but they select. That is tapas. That tapas has got a kind of power. It can burn all karma phalas. That tapas is me. Tapasvinam means tapasvishu aham tapaha. I am the austerity. I am the saintliness. That is the saintliness. Some of them, they observe maunam for long. I have seen one tapasvi, he never talks. He doesn't talk at all. Maunam, observance of maunam. It's a tapas. Then the next words, we'll read it. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam buddhir buddhimatam asmi jaste jasvinamaham. Mam vidhi, please understand me as the eternal seed of all being. Bijam sarva bhutanam bijam iti mam vidhi. I am the seed of all creation. What does he mean? There is one more concept called Hiranyagarbha in Vedanta, from where everything comes. So that's the Karana Sharira of the cosmic body. That I have not brought here, so we will see in the 9th chapter. So one more method of understanding the creation. So beautiful. That steps, it's like a maths. You can enjoy it. But what I feel? So when the God concept is presented properly by Bhagavan Krishna, so sometimes mind becomes mum to accept it because it's so subtle beyond our understanding capacity. So only the grace of Guru and Ishvara will help to digest it. Therefore, always we have to be endowed with some kind of parayana, chanting, or some kind of puja. Nitya Naimittika Karya will help you to gain a proper ekagrata chittam. Therefore, every one of us who wants to study Bhagavad Gita, they have to practice yoga, practice little bit meditation, which was told in the 6th chapter. Every day should be spent with at least little bit amount of meditation. We have to have the knowledge called Aham Brahmasmi. So that's what lifestyle. Now Bijam Mam means I am the cause of everything. It seems to be mango tree has got mango seed as the cause. Neem tree has got neem seed as the cause. The seed are different because So my parents are different than your parents, their parents are different than others' parents. So this all the causes. So it seems to be many numbers. They are innumerables, but he says, I'm the seed. I'm the seed of all seeds. I'm the seed of all the seed means what? The universe manifests into only four ways. The four ways what? Udbijam, Andajam, Jarayujam, Shvetajam. The world is manifested from the seed, from the womb, from an egg, and from the sweating. So when you dump all these waste materials, there you could see there is a kind of humidity. From there you can see so many worms, it will come out. So like the world manifestation happens from one seed. He alone the seed. Therefore, the eternal seed of all being, it's me. It means what? Every one of us are from the same seed. Even all planets, plants, creatures, all these birds and the creatures under the sea and on the earth, in the space, everything from one seed. But here it is not talking about a Big Bang theory, we have to realize it. And that seed is also Sanatanam. There is one word. Sanatanam means which doesn't have beginning or end. He is continuously being, is going to continue as the seed alone. So every day comes out and day goes in, isn't it? We become substratum of our day experience and night experience and dream experience. In the same way, everything goes into Bhagavan and it comes out. For he is the seed. Okay. Then, Buddhir Buddhimatam Asmi Tejas Tejasvinamaham. I am the intelligence of intelligence. It means what? So, if anybody is extraordinary intelligence, so that intelligent person may get a kind of proudness. But Bhagavan says, your intelligence is not yours, it's mine. And also he will continue. Aham tejaha tejasvinam. I am the boldness among the bold. You know this, it comes in the next lines. The brilliance of boldness of the bold people is nothing but me. Valor of valorous people. Now if a person has got extraordinary brilliance, he should not get proud. And one more thing also you should understand. He is going to say all this in the next verse itself. Balam balavatam chaham. I am the strength among the strengthful people, strongest people. It means all these glorifying energy levels or potential capacity or the cause which is the cause of so many potential powers. He says all of them are nothing but me. So if a person has got intelligence, he should not become proud, because he should not also use that intelligence for criminal activity. It won't help for him. By the intelligence, by the boldness, by the strength. So he mentions all the strength, the physical strength is balam. And this mental, psychological strength is the boldness. And the intellect aspect, strength is considered as, intelligence. All of them are nothing but me. The same thing told by Acharya in one place, Adi Shankara. Ma kuru dhana jana yavvana garvam harati nimeshat kala sarvam. So the garva means gamand, the proudness, ego. It comes because of the strength. If we have muscle strength, we will get a kind of ego. I will face whoever, doesn't matter. If he has money strength, then also a kind of, the courage people get. And if a person is too intelligent, then he has got his own subtle ego. Now, my dear, if you have the strength is provided by Lord alone according to your karma pula. If you use those strength for wrong things, they don't help you. You should take the example of Vali, Ravana, and so many asuras, Hiranyakashipu, Narakasura. So all demons. So Mahishasura, so many demons. They were very strongest people. Even Ravaneshwara had the all Navagraha as the steps of his crown. Every day he has to climb on them. So that much potential capacity which he had, but with wrong usage, he lost everything. Now, if you have the strength, whether it is mental strength or the intellectual strength or your physical strength, be endowed with humility. That humility, because no strength belongs to us. Only it belongs to Lord Ishvara. Okay, that's what he says. Buddhihi buddhimatam, buddhimatam buddhihi ahamasmi. Tejasvinam tejaha ahamasmi. Balam balavatam balam ahamasmi. Kama raga vivarjitam balam ahamasmi. We will continue these words, verse number 11, in the next episode tomorrow. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namo Namaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.